Hi guys, welcome back to Landmas Day 2. Now, today's video is going to be pretty short and sweet. I wanted to do a November favorites, seeing as though the month of November has passed, and I do have some favorites to talk about, but there aren't too many. It's going to be really precise and concise, just because there's just been one giant favorite looming over my heart and soul this entire month, which I will also be talking about in this video. But I definitely wanted to touch on some things that I've been loving over the last month. And in terms of makeup, usually my favorites videos are very beauty and makeup heavy, but there was a pretty consistent makeup look going on over the last few months. But I do promise you that very soon, this week as a matter of fact, you will be seeing my everyday winter makeup switch up. So sit tight, stay tuned for that. Also, just for some housekeeping here, you guys are going to be finally seeing the makeup declutter that we filmed many weeks ago that will be coming to you shortly. So my friends, I hope that you all had a beautiful month. November, where did it go? We are here in December. It is Landmas. So excited to be getting into this month and getting into Landmas videos, and wanted to start by wrapping up some older favorites so we can hop into the new. So my friends, let's just dive in to the products that are here. I want to talk about some body products because that was very much a place of discovery for me this month. I've got two body lotions here. This is the Goopgenes Nourishing Repair Body Butter, this glorious bad boy here. I should first note that Dan does not like the smell. It just smells like herbal nothing. Herbal nothing. But let me tell you that as the snow has been falling and winter has been hitting us here in Canada, Dan and I have been both so dry. We have been so dry. I need to, I don't know, get some more humidifiers throughout the house or something. It has been so dry, and I have definitely been gravitating towards my much more thick body lotions and body butters and whatnot, and this was a new in one, and it is positively divine. It's just really thick, but it's one of those thick lotions that doesn't sit on top of the skin. I find that a lot of more thick lotions, you rub them in and it's kind of like they stay chalky on your skin. A lot of them do. This one just soaks right in. The same thing goes for the Caudalie Nourishing Body Lotion. I have used this. I'm certain it's been a favorite before, but I always had the squeezy tube, and I actually went to the spa, the Caudalie Hazelton spa, a few weeks back, and they hooked me up with the giant extra large pump version. And I wanted to say that while both of these body lotions are just in my current rotation, my current favorites, it's actually been this weird little process that I've been doing lately that I haven't done before. And this particular bottle I actually keep on my bedside table, and I have been keeping it there. And right before I go to bed, just because I'm not always showering right before I go to bed, like I'm pretty, like, I do my workout and my shower in the morning, and then I apply my body lotion in the bathroom when I get out of the shower, and then before bed, sometimes like throughout the day, I will just be so dry. So before bed, I've just been keeping this at my bedside table, and I give myself an extra little dousing of it. And I don't know if people will find this weird, but I've really been focusing on my feet. My feet have been feeling like a neglected, dry area on my body. So yeah, I've just been doing a good little rub-a-dub. That sounded suggestive. I have been applying an extra layer of body lotion before bed, and those two are my current favorites. Now, also a part of my bedtime regimen, this is actually something I saw on TikTok, and this is something I started recently. I saw a dermatologist on TikTok. God bless TikTok and the life tips and hacks that it brings us. There's a dermatologist. I mean, who knows? Are they really dermatologists? I just assume so and have faith in these people that they are not leading me astray, but perhaps that is my downfall. Anyway, I saw a dermatologist and they were like, this is the best thing to heal your lips and their dryness overnight. And it was just good old classic Vaseline. So I actually picked this up at the drugstore, and I have been putting that on my lips before bed, and honestly, I've been waking up with some pretty juicy lips. I can't complain. Here we are, Vaseline, body lotion, all the viscous things at my bedside table. Okay, actually, this was a huge discovery this month. It's very not often that I find a new fragrance that I fall so head over heels in love with, but my friends, oh my God. I don't know how to say that. Now I'm gonna get yelled at. Someone's gonna yell at me for not knowing how to say that. How to pronounce Goetz.
Goetz.
Goetz. Okay, it's a German name. Malin Goetz Leather. You guys, I have not worn another fragrance since I bought this. This is the 50 ml, and then I also actually bought the oil rollerball, the perfume oil, and apparently the oil is supposed to be more potent, but holy moly, mother of moliness, this is such a gorgeous fragrance. I don't even know how to describe it. I just feel like if you have a similar flavor profile to me in terms of fragrances, like I love my Maison Margiela Replica by the Fireplace, Tom Ford Amber Leather, those kind of like warmer scents. There's a lot. I also have some like very fresh fruity ones that I love, but in terms of like warm, yeah, leathery scents, like this is just right in there. It's much more sweet than like the Tom Ford. I don't know, it's so unique. It's such a unique smell. It's just beautiful. It has been a pure delight. I think I prefer the fragrance over the oil, but I did pick up both and I have been using both. And it's been the only fragrance I've put on my body since. So huge, huge favorite. Did I just spray? No, well, here's another favorite. This is the satin shirt from Zara, and I bought it in the green and the blue. And I love them so much. They're so good. I'll link it below. That is so sad. Oh my God, we're just gonna have to ignore that from now on. How dare you? Well, let's just move on to some other favorites, shall we? I don't know how long ago this would have been, but I know for a fact that I have talked about the Herbivore Coconut Soak, the bath soak, and I have used it up. And I went to go purchase another one. It's one of my favorite, like, I don't have a bath very often, but when I do, I definitely love to indulge in the products. I have a true and proper, like, pamper routine, and it definitely comes out in the winter when I'm just seeking warmth. I love me a good, relaxing, warm pamper bath. During the Sephora sale, actually, I wanted to repurchase that coconut bath soak from Herbivore, and it was sold out. It was sold out on the Canadian Sephora website, but this popped up. This is the coconut milk body polish, and I was like, okay. It had the little new symbol on it. I was like, all right, Herbivore, I see you. I shall try it. Listen, guys, this is a pure indulgence product, but the lusciousness that is this product, this body polish, there's a lot of body scrubs, like salt scrubs, sugar scrubs, whatnot, that I've tried in the past that when you take a scoop and like rub it on your body, the product like dissolves before it's able to do any kind of polishing. And that always bothers me, especially if I've spent quite a lot of money on a body polish. But what I love about this one so much is that it's unsuspectingly like scrubby. You know, it's a very, very fine milled dusting in here, but it is scrubby. And you guys, if you have had a Bounty chocolate bar, the chocolate bar that has like the mushy coconut in it, that's exactly what this smells like. The smell is so good. Oh my word. It is the most wonderful thing. And honestly, I've used it so much since I picked this up, but like you need the tiniest bit just because it is so scrubby. And I actually, you know what, I exclusively use this on my arms because my arms are where I have my weird little blocked hair follicle bumpies, the KP something, whatever. I have that on my arms, and it definitely gets worse in the winter as it gets more dry and cold. So I exclusively use this on my arms, and it just, oh my God. It's the smell. It's the smell for me. Okay, 2 makeup favorites real quick. Nudestix Fig. This is the magnetic matte eye color. I have used this in so many vlogs over this last month. It's the little eyeliner I've got on my eyes today. I pretty much only wore this in terms of eyeliner all month long. You know, a few others dabbled here and there, but I love this color. It's just like my beloved like cocoa or chocolate. Those are the 2 brown eye pencils that I use from Nudestix. Cocoa is the one that's in my Matinee to Soiree kit. This is just like a lighter, warmer version. It's just a, you know, I would almost call this like more chocolatey than chocolate. But I suppose because it has that slight, yeah, there's that purpley undertone that gives it that perfect fig name. I love it, and I've been wearing this so much. Big favorite from this month. And I also wanted to mention an empty, my Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes mascara. This has seen so much love, but you know when mascara starts to get off. When the smell is not quite right, so it is time for her to go. I love the wand on this mascara. It's thick and fluffy, and it just gave the most fluttery, like voluminous but fluttery lashes ever, and it's just been fabulous. And she has been loved dearly over the last couple of months. I've actually had this, it's been open for a long time. She was due to be put to rest. So, full fat lashes, you have been loved and you are now an empty. So those are all of the beauty favorites that I loved over the last month. If you guys are ever wondering about my more like non-beauty favorites, if you follow me on Instagram at Allana, I have a book club highlight, and I have put all the books that I've read in 2020 with my brief thoughts in that little highlight. So if you wanted to know the books that I'm reading, I did read 3 books in November and they were all fantastic. Recipe for the Perfect Wife, 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Oh, it was so good. And The Escape Room. But if you guys ever want to see what books I'm reading, definitely check out the book club highlight. They're all there, and I'll probably just continue doing one like each year. TV shows, just watched The Undoing on Crave. That was incredible. Kind of didn't like the ending. I didn't like how it was wrapped up, but I watched it in one sitting. It was fantastic. Same with The Queen's Gambit. Oh my god. What a fabulous show. Absolutely fabulous. And I've also been watching The Crown. I have been watching it nonstop. Hours and hours and hours. I started it new. I had never watched The Crown before, and I have been loving it. It's like history. You're basically watching a documentary. Like, I've learned so much about like general history and British history, and I've just found that so fascinating. I'm literally sitting on my phone like Googling stuff the entire time as I'm watching this show. It's so great. That's kind of the entertainment I've been loving over the last month. And to round up my favorites, guys, first of all, I just wanted to say such a huge thank you to the response, the insane outpouring of love that we got on yesterday's video, Landmas Day 1. It was me and Dan's engagement announcement, which we have been, oh my god, I have been bursting to tell you guys. I have been holding it in. I can't even tell you how long I have been keeping it to myself. You know, it just, with the way this year has gone, I feel like we just keep getting thrown curveballs and has changed our plans a little bit, but we're just so excited to be able to finally share it with you guys and talk about it. You guys know that Dan and I really do keep our relationship mostly to ourselves. We share so much of our life on the internet, and there's definitely certain pieces of that I just don't want to be thrown to the wolves of the internet. There's things I like to keep private and special between us, and the proposal and those things, that was definitely one of those moments where I feel like so many people do share it, and that's totally fine. I am such a love of watching proposal videos. I love seeing that, but for Dan and I, that was definitely something we wanted to keep private and very special to us, and sharing it with our friends and family before putting the information out there on the interweb. But we're so excited. It's been such a long time coming, and I definitely did just want to give you guys a little chat about the ring. And that was like one of the biggest questions from the video, was like, show us the ring, tell us about the ring. And I'm so sorry, it's so funny, like I didn't even, we didn't even include it in the photo that we posted on Instagram. I was like, yeah, probably should have done it. I love to see the ring too, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Oh my god, every time I look at my hand, I get a little jolt and a heart flutter, and it's just been such an exciting time. So yeah, that has occupied the month, that is for sure. So just for a little chat and backstory on the ring, how we found it, Dan and I seriously started looking for, I guess I should start earlier than that actually. If you have watched my channel like since the early days, you will know that I am a lover of castles. Since I was young, like my stepdad, like his entire family, they're all Czech. And growing up, we made many trips to Prague, in the Czech Republic specifically, because that's where his family's from. And I remember when it was either 10 or 11, my grandpa took me on a castle tour in Prague, or in the Czech Republic, and I was just like, I've always loved medieval history and magic and all that world. I've just been so infatuated with history and historical architecture, medieval architecture, castles, anything old, vintage, antique. I just love it so much. And that still holds true to this day. There have been many castles that I have walked in and just sobbed, and I promise this is going somewhere. And my mom, when she actually married my stepdad, Henry, her engagement ring is, oh no, I can't remember if it's his grandma or great grandma. Mom, I'm so sorry. But my mom has an antique ring that was passed down in Henry's family, and it is just so beautiful, and I feel like it's a love of this antique lifestyle that my mom and I both share. And I remember seeing my grandma's ring. My grandma has a ring that was passed down from her mom as well, and it's just this beautiful, I don't even know what era it is actually. It's this gorgeous oval that's just filled with a bunch of small diamonds, and I kind of always thought to myself, like, that's gonna be my ring. Grandma, you didn't know that, but I thought it. And so even though I wasn't ever necessarily in the active practice of buying an engagement ring, I always had it in my mind that I wanted something old. I wanted an antique piece of jewelry. And so that brings us to today. Dan and I are just, you know, he's it, baby. He's my one for life. And when we made the decision to start looking for rings, my original plan was actually to find just an older stone, an antique stone. I was specifically looking for an old mine cut or an old European cut. I love the cuts of them. I love how they shine. I love that they're hand cut. Like, I love them so much. And I was on a hunt. So we actually started looking pretty seriously and deliberately in February of this year, and obviously it was just right before COVID. It was very sad, and we had started going through a jeweler in New York, and the plan was always to kind of like take a weekend and go down and look at this particular jeweler's options of old mine cuts and old European cuts, and then, you know, COVID happened, and then we ended up finding a local jeweler who went on a tireless poor man. Oh my God. So in particular, I really wanted a flat stone. I didn't want it to hang off my hand. I wanted something flat, and I wanted it to be an antique stone. And so he'd been on the hunt for a long time. And then Dan and I, honestly, one day, like obviously before the lockdown happened again, we went into an antique jewelry store, and I told the woman what I wanted and what I was looking for, and she pulled out, I think it was 7 options. It was 7 options, and they were all silver. I should also mention that. You guys know my love of gold. I'm a gold woman. This plan was to get this antique stone, and then I always thought I would do like a gold bezel setting around this stone, okay? This woman at the antique jewelry shop, she pulled out these options, and this ring in particular was the first one that we tried on. It was just, you guys, like, I can't express, like, Dan, we both felt it at the same time. It was like, oh my God, this is the one. And I never thought I would see myself. This is actually a platinum ring, and I put it on my finger, and it was exactly my size. Like, I didn't have to get this resized. I put it on, it fit. Oh my God, I'm so in love with it. So it's this beautiful old European cut. It's completely flat on the ring, so it doesn't hang off and scare me like a liability on my hand. And it is surrounded by some beautiful old diamonds, and the ring itself, like, it's from the 1920s. It's an Art Deco ring, and it's got this beautiful detail that's actually very similar to my mom's ring. And obviously I haven't seen my mom yet. I want to compare it exactly side by side to see, but I have a feeling that they're very similar eras, which I think is really special. And yeah, the details on the band are actually very similar to my mom's ring. So that makes me so happy. And it's just, it just has wear on it. It's just a real, like, this could have been pulled out of a castle, and it just makes me so happy. Oh my God. And so we tried this one on. This was the first one we tried on, and we tried on some others, and every single one, Dan was like, babe, no, like, it's the first one. It's the first one. And I think we were in that store for like 20 minutes, and this was it. This was the ring. And it also came in this old little antique Burke's case. The antique jewelry store just had all of these little cases lined up with all the rings sitting in the little velvet pouch, and I just, oh my God, I just love it so much. Look at it in there. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. My nails are way too destroyed to be talking about this right now. So you guys, that's a little chat, that's a little backstory on the ring and kind of our process of looking for it. And I think these things, you know, they're very personal, and everyone has their own opinions and what they want or don't want in an engagement ring. And some people don't believe in engagement rings, some people don't care, some people don't want them. It's all very personal. So, you know, this was kind of just our little personal journey on how we found this ring, and wanted to share that with you guys. And obviously it's been a huge favorite, so that's how we found it. Seriously guys, you have been amazing. This has been the most wonderful and exciting start to Landmas ever, and your guys' messages and comments have been so sweet. Thank you so much for all the love. Dan and I are so excited, and we are so grateful to you guys, and thank you for the love. It's just been I've said the word 1,000 times, but it's been a very exciting and just really positive time in an otherwise not so positive feeling time in the world. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. And that is a little roundup of my favorites over the last month. Please do, as always, let me know in the comments down below what are the things that you have been loving over the last month and what are you looking forward to in December. Let me know what you guys want to see from us over this month. I have a sweat pit. This is how nervous this stuff is making me. How embarrassing. I have a sweaty pit and a perfume stain. I am a mess. Dan's gonna be editing this and like, JK, do you do refunds? I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you all tomorrow for a new Landmas video. Bye!